Hello and welcome, I'm bballjo, and if you've seen this where you have a lot of workers and nobody waiting at your bus station, then I can help you today. This is a problem that I've seen a lot. Pops up about every 2 days in different forums. You have a lot of workers, but nobody is waiting at your bus station. Okay, what's going on here? There's someone waiting here. Yes, there are 4 different passenger types, and you have to understand that they do different things. Workers work in your industries. Passengers, it's effectively your free time when you want to go shopping or want to go to a movie theater or to the pool or something else. Students is for studying, and then tourists. Those are all different ones. The only ones you really care about are workers in most cases because they're the ones that make you money and product. So why is nobody here? We have 2,500 people, and this republic is not very big. This is the only city that we have. So what are they doing? Well, first indicator that you should look at is over here, unemployed workers. It's currently at 4%. 73 people is not very many. That is too low. I highly recommend in the beginning to have this near 10% because that gives you enough of a buffer to make up for discrepancies in the game because of how the game allocates workers. It's not perfect, but it makes sense for the game, so let's not fight about that. But 4% is way too low. But we have a lot of people, but they're not producing anything. So what is the problem here? The problem is simply that workers are working in places where they're not needed. What does that mean? Click on any of your buildings. For example, the large shopping center. We're going to pause here so we can see a little bit. We have number of sellers, 26 out of 45. Okay, what does that mean? Well, we have 26 people working here. Cool. There's up to 45 there. Cool. That makes sense. Down here, you see the darker black and the lighter black mannequins just sitting there. And what do they mean? Well, the darker black ones are the current customers that are actually here that you need to serve and handle. The gray ones are the potential ones. Okay, you have a really big potential and you don't need that many. That's all this means. So what can we do? There are these buttons up here, decrease number of workers or increase number of workers. You can also click on the numbers right here to change that number if you feel like it. Well, let's see what it does. If you reduce this, nothing happens yet. Nothing happens yet. Nothing happens yet. Nothing happens yet. Now you're getting into the number of workers that are currently active. So 25, we still serve everyone. 20, we still serve everyone and probably double that. And you can see this here. This is the current one. This is the potential one. So we're still doubling that number. Still too high. Now we're too low. Now we're really close at what we should allow and could allow. So what I would recommend is find a number that gives you enough of a buffer for this building to be effective. And I think 13 or 14, and you can play with that, is enough. Give yourself enough of a buffer to feel comfortable because at some point you may have shoppers in front of the shop. That is not good either. You have to adjust this and you have to do this whenever your city is growing, depending how you plan. But this makes me almost feel good. I'm going to go with 15 because it gives me a little bigger buffer. And there you go. That's a shopping center done now. Shall we let the game run just for a little while? So we just reduce the number of workers here. If we let it run, we should see a couple workers show up. Not a ton, but at least a couple workers show up because we don't have that many workers sitting in our city not doing anything. There's one. It's not a lot, okay? It's not a lot because it's just one building and we have a lot more problems. So let's go look at the next problem. Over here, Courthouse. 50 workers sitting there, 35 currently doing something, and we don't even have judges to keep them all full. So that's not happening. Get this to a number that makes sense. 5 and 3. Sure. We have a police station here. As you can see, there's a theme. Everywhere where you don't need all these workers right now, reduce the number of workers to a reasonable amount. And those are all workers that you will get to see at the bus station when they want to come by. So all these buildings, this is just for illustration purposes, to siphon some workers away so we can set that one to 0. And this is just a big hospital. Same thing. It's just for illustrations to show you what happens. Now I've reduced most of the workers in our public buildings everywhere here. Now let's see what happens at the bus station. Earlier we saw 1. Oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is good. There's a bus coming in right now, so we're going to see this number go down. Okay, cool. You're going to see more and more people come here, and it's going to take a little while for them to come back, but this is what you wanted. Just manage your workers in your public buildings and everything should be fine. And that's it. It's that simple. That's all you have to do, and hopefully that helps. If you have a problem with maybe your bus is always running empty, but your bus station being full, that is the other video. Go check it out. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped. And if you have any problems or any other questions, please put it down in the comments, and I will try to get to them or make a video about them as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.